All right, I'm here with Steward School head basketball coach Curt Kassab. His Spartans win today 60-39 over Great Bridge here in the 12th annual VirginiaPreps.com Basketball Classic session number 2 at Churchland. Coach, early on, Great Bridge was battling you guys pretty tough, better than the record would indicate. Their guard, A.J. Walters, was getting the lane a little bit. Their big man, Nate Boboom, was going up against Efton there for a little bit, but you guys were able to pull away there in the second half. What did you guys talk about to kind of distance yourself from them?
They were just doing some unorthodox stuff, some different 3-2 stuff, doubling from the top, and we just made some adjustments at halftime and got it into the big boy a little bit more after on the second pass rather than trying to force it in. And he had a big night, 14 for 16 from the floor, pretty impressive. I think 13 for 15 the last game, so he's starting to really be more and more active, and our guys are really getting him the ball inside.
It's impressive just to watch him move and play and just under control. The big man, like you said, efficient at 14 of 16, didn't miss a free throw, 31 points, 11 rebounds, 5 blocks, and 26 minutes of play. How much do you sit back, and you've coached some guys that have played at the highest levels, do you sit back and marvel at what he can do on the court and what he can become?
At times, but I spend so much time with him. We do a lot of skill development stuff together, so when he does things that, it's things that I expect him to do and things he expects to do. So he's just a very cerebral kid, a very high basketball IQ kid, and a kid that has a very, very high ceiling.
What's the best part about Efton Reed, the basketball player and just the young man in general?
His selfless mentality, great passer, great, again, basketball IQ. As you've seen, he made some phenomenal passes to cutters. And he's just a humble young man. He doesn't worry about rankings, doesn't worry about number of offers that he has. He just wants to get better and wants to get to the highest level he can play at.
Well, I think it's evident. I mean, he's shaking hands with people here, very gentle giant, if you will. And I know it's kind of been rumored about. There's a possibility of him moving up, but you guys, I think, are planning for 2 years with him before he goes to the next level?
Yeah, we're not looking at, that obviously we have to look at every option and every opportunity for him, and if there would be something in 2020 that would open, but it would have to be something very special, and I can't see it happening at this time.
Beyond him, you got some other good pieces. Curtis Blair, young man who's coming into his own. Today, Zach Rosenthal, 11 points, 8 rebounds off the bench for you, showed some positive things as well.
Yeah, Zach said that he's a sniper. He can shoot the lights out. He's as good a shooter in the state. And then Curtis obviously is our freshman, 6'5" freshman, and he's got a big ceiling. He struggled a little bit today, but that's part of being a freshman. He's special, and we look for big things for him in the future. Obviously,
when you got a big man of Efton's caliber, it draws attention, but for the Steward School, you've come in, you have had success in other places. You've coached college ball, deep run, took them to the state tournament. But for you guys, winning the Times-Dispatch Tournament, I saw how emotional you and your kids were when you beat Trinity, and you've played some quality competition over there in Richmond. What's it been like this year to kind of have the season you're enjoying right now? I know your eyes on bigger goals and obstacles down the road, but what's kind of the journey been like for you guys this year?
We've worked extremely hard in the off season, so the ability to win the Times-Dispatch in front of everybody for the first time in the history of the school, some monumental wins for the program. We haven't been at this level before, and the kids are really excited about that. But credit goes to them. I don't know that there's a harder working group of kids in the state than these guys. They work so hard in the off season to prepare for this situation and to get our program where it's at.
And lastly, we were chatting about it in pregame. Coming down here in the tie, Water 757, you know about the talent down here. It's always good to get a win and do so impressively you did today, but your postseason outlook is just a gauntlet with the teams in your bracket, the Blue Ridges that we saw a couple weeks ago, and many others. Speak on what you want to see this team get better at as you prepare for the playoffs.
I just think we got to continue to remain selfless. We got to make sure that the big man gets touches inside. That's critical because he makes us better going inside out. We got to get better play from our point guard Isaiah. He struggled a little bit tonight from the field, but he's got to make everybody on the floor better by distributing the ball and getting people open. And then we just got to keep getting better. The Blue Ridges, the Middleburgs, the Norfolk Collegiate, speaking of teams down here, they're playing at high levels, and they've got a lot of talent. And we're excited for the opportunity. We just got to keep getting better and do what we do.
Well, thanks for coming down. Congrats on the win, and we'll see you guys soon.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.